So this is it, guys. This is the final spoilers of Jujutsu Kaisen, because this is the last chapter of the series. And Miyamura is dealing with his own stuff IRL at the moment, so we are once again not getting the spoilers as we typically used to get them. So bear with me on that, but we do have enough spoilers to go over the chapter as a whole for the most part. And before I get into it, let me just say that it's not really that exciting. And I'm sorry if that angers you. It's not my intention, just how I feel after reading what we're about to go over. I wouldn't say that this is a great last chapter, but then again, it doesn't seem like there's a lot of good last chapters in these battle manga series. But, you know, we also kind of saw this coming considering how the last chapter ended. Let me go over that real quick because it plays a lot into this chapter. So skipping to the end of the previous chapter, we see this couple in their apartment talking about what they're gonna eat, and the woman winds up seeing her fiance as having like absurd features to their face with like these large eyes. So there's some kind of jujitsu-y stuff going on here. So naturally Jujutsu High is put on the case, and Yuji, Megumi, and Nobara are sent to deal with it. They find out that only the woman can see the altered face of her fiance. Not even the other sorcerers here can see it. So they surmise that it must be the work of a surviving culling game player who was likely an awakened sorcerer. I don't know, some kind of like weird jujitsu practical joke. But coming into this chapter, which we're gonna go over the full summary now, it's not very long, Itadori and the guys take a couple away from the technique's range to burn the curse user. They find him, after which there is not even a fight, since it's just random, and he surrenders himself, after which Itadori has a therapy session with him and remembers Satoru's words about how he has big bets on Yuji. Everyone smiles at the end, walking off into the sunset in their groups. In the end, we see Sukuna's finger in that very booth from the first chapter. And that is the end. So yeah, like I said, not very exciting, but you know, it is what it is. But first, let's talk about the sponsor of this video, Tokyo Treat. Tokyo Treat is a monthly pop Japanese snack subscription box where you'll get up to 20 of exclusive limited edition and seasonal flavored Japanese snacks, including Japanese instant ramen and drinks that are only available in Japan for a limited time. They also come with these great booklets that give you information on all the snacks in the box, as well as Japan and its culture. This month's box is Snacktastic Halloween. This month, Tokyo Treat brings you the experience of Japan's spooky season with fun and wacky snacks, packed with their favorite Halloween themed treats and unique flavors. This month's a limited edition Halloween box captures all the thrill and excitement of Japan's haunted holiday. Don't miss out on experiencing all the spooky, sweet, and surprising flavors of a Japanese Halloween in this exclusive Tokyo Treat box. First, I tried the Halloween angel pie. This was soft and kind of crunchy. It has a great chocolatey flavor. And I tried the Pie no Mi mini pies Japanese pudding. These have a really interesting flaky texture with a rich custard center and such a unique flavor. And I tried the Halloween pizza puffs. I mean, they're cheesy, crispy, and puffy. You can never go wrong with these, especially pizza flavored. And the special Kit Kats this month are apple pie flavored. I don't really care about apple pie that much, but these are incredible. I don't know how they make this taste like an apple pie that was condensed into chocolate. It's pretty incredible. So guys, if you're looking to get an amazing Tokyo Treat box this month for you or your loved one, it also makes a great gift. Check the link in the description, and also make sure you use code Zhoniin for $5 off your box. Thanks, guys. Now, before I go further, let me also point out that there are no announcements or anything being mentioned here about a part 2 coming. I know that's been the big topic of the last 7 days or so, but there's nothing. Now, on the last page, the final editor's note apparently says, "Thank you for the support for the last 6.5 years. Let's look forward together for Gege Sensei's next work." So is that confirming that there will be a part 2? Definitely not, because in my opinion, they would have said it. Like, what's the point of not saying it? I mean, yeah, it is kind of like on par with these mangakas and Japanese companies to like be ambiguous, but it's also on par with them to just never give us what we want. That's actually very common. So what do they mean by Gege's next work? I guess they're talking about like his idol manga that he's gonna make. For like years, it's been going around the community that Gege said at one point that the next manga he wanted to make was like an idol manga. And by idol, I mean like pop stars. Like they called pop stars idols in like Asia. So think about like what Toto was into. Like that pop star that he wanted to get an autograph from. Gege wants to like unironically make a manga about characters like that. I'm pretty sure there's like no power system or interesting lore or stuff like that. It's just like a pop star career manga. And I'll go, you know, as much into this chapter as I can in the final review once it is fully released. Also, I need to clear up some of the things I said in my previous review about how the culling games ended. I was going off of the early translations that I typically do, but this time they were inaccurate because apparently Maki never tells the two reincarnated sorcerers that the culling game players work together to end it. She doesn't say that at all. She actually says the culling game lost its purpose from now on. So yeah, that kind of makes it even worse, to be honest. But other than that, it is mentioned here that Yuji is seeing a flashback of Gojo talking to him. And I guess this is like the 1 month break. It ultimately boils down to him saying that he has high hopes for Yuji. The translation isn't great right now, so I don't want to go over the full page, but more or less that's the point that's getting across here. Now, as for Sukuna's finger being in the box that was originally founded in the first episode / chapter, appearing in this last panel here, I think this is the finger that Nobara hit with her resonance after she had woken up a few chapters back. What does this mean? Well, I mean, I guess it can mean a lot of things, and I'll just try to go over it in detail in my review because this isn't really the place to talk about it right now. Like I said, we still don't have the full chapter released yet. But yeah, that's it for Jujutsu Kaisen. Thank you guys for sticking with me for the spoilers coverage and the reviews and all that stuff. And if you're wondering what the next series we're going to be covering now that Jujutsu Kaisen is over, it's going to be Kagurabachi. I'm going to start reviewing it next week. It's going to replace Jujutsu Kaisen's time slot on this channel, and I will have a video out before the new chapter recapping the entire series. It's only 50 chapters at this point. It's going to be 51 at that point. So look into it. I think you guys will like it. It's pretty interesting. It's very similar to Jujutsu Kaisen. But yeah, have a great day, guys, and I'll see you in the next final review video.